What happens to our body when we feel love? Falling in love is indeed an amazing feeling, but what about keeping that feeling alive? If you're feeling emotions, how do you know it's love? When we are in love, our bodies go through a variety of different changes, and we are going to go through all of these changes in this video. The people and experiences you attract into your life are direct reflections of the energy you choose to hold on to and the energy you choose to release. While you can't prevent the flow of negative energy into your life, you can learn to shield yourself from it and redirect your attention to more positive influences. Love and quantum physics. As far as sex, love, and relationships go, Dr. Berman is at the top of her field worldwide. She lays out the psychological steps involved in experiencing genuine affection in her book, Quantum Love. Dr. Berman describes how you can harness what's happening in your inner world to generate a degree of passion, connection, and pleasure in your relationship that you've never dreamed possible. She has used this basic principle that we've discovered from the study of quantum physics, which is the fact that at our molecular core, each of us is simply a vessel of energy. This is something that we've learned from the study of quantum physics. The last 100 years of scientific research have led us to the conclusion that we are nothing more than a collection of vibrating atoms. Currently, we appear to be rock solid. Everything around us appears solid. While physically present in the same room, we appear to be a distinct individuals. On the microscopic level, my body and your body are distinct, but at the subatomic level, we are identical. We're all in this together. Our ever-evolving emotional states are now understood to be accompanied by a matching energy frequency that is not confined to the limits of the body, but instead radiates outside. They have measured it to a size of 30 feet, but it is most likely considerably higher. There is a wealth of research and scientific evidence that demonstrates how, at a fundamental level, we are all spiritual tuning forks, resonating at frequencies that are just slightly off from one another. The frequencies involved are ever evolving. What is the benefit of quantum love? Dr. Berman refers to this as hum frequency or the quantum love zone, and the goal is to teach you to move in that zone and tune into the sensations it evokes in your body. To tell the truth, if you can maintain those frequencies, not only do those around you match you, but you attract a very different type of possible partner, and your spouse turns out for you and in the way that you want. You have to make major adjustments to your lifestyle. It's only a 51% match if you can maintain those higher frequencies consistently. It's something we all do subconsciously, but it's an important skill to develop. The real magic begins when you gain consciousness and put it into practice. Why do we need hum frequency? Single men and women who are having trouble making romantic connections may find it tough to find each other. The phrase, "all the excellent ones are taken," may be a reflection of an unrealistic attitude. It's a low-frequency way of thinking. All of us are guilty of adopting "if I were different" imaginations. The size I ordered was wrong. I'm not the right size. I'm not tall enough. The best ones have already been taken. People leave every time. Men generally view women as money-grubbing opportunists. Your body's frequency and its ability to communicate with the outside world are determined by the story you're most emotionally invested in. That's why you'll bring into your life evidence that supports your core ideas about love and who you are. If you're single and looking for love, one strategy that has proven successful is to stop thinking about your ideal spouse. Forget all your conceptions about them, such as what they should be doing for a living, how they should appear, how many children they should or should not have, and whether or not they should have been married. Just focus on and get a good grasp of the top 5 ways you wish to experience love in your life. What you want to develop comes from how you feel about it. No two people are going to have the same set of priorities. Some things may be the same, but one person may ask, okay, the question is, if I have that person and I'm waking up next to them every day, how am I feeling in love? Some may find it comforting, others secure. Some may find it exciting, yet others may find it adventurous, compassionate, or romantic. To pick just 5 is a challenge. Once you've decided to do this, there are a few things you need to do. As a first step, train your body to embrace the emotional states and vibrational frequencies that will bring you closer to the kind of love you seek, putting as much of your physical energy as you can into the frequency of fun, excitement, or love. How do you do that? This can be accomplished in a variety of ways. Let's look at an example of being playful. You should seek out ways to have fun wherever you go. If you pass a park on your way to or from work and see some kids swinging, don't just drive by, stop in, join in the fun. Act silly while you're at lunch. Attend a comedy show. Whatever it takes to make you feel lively, you want to adopt that mood into your daily life as much as possible. 2 outcomes are possible. First, you'll be on the fun frequency, which will attract even more of that mood to you. Second, you'll interact with many other fun-loving people. In this situation, you have just become magnetic to anyone with a sense of humor. How does quantum love work? What you're doing in the quantum realm is all in your head. Dr. Berman uses a certain method of meditation. What you do is imagine yourself in a situation where you are experiencing an emotion. In this case, think about playfulness. Think about you and your possible soulmate. Imagine whatever makes you feel like having fun. You picture that scene in your head as though it were unfolding before your very eyes right at this moment. In your mind's eye, you can almost make out your own hands moving. When you look down, you'll see the puddles that your feet have been stomping in. Your senses are fully engaged. From smell to sight to hearing, and the body and mind are fooled into thinking they are experiencing the real thing when they are just practicing. To manifest your desires, you must tune your physical body, your instrument, to the frequency of what you imagine. The concept of quantum love. The Energy Home Frequency Index, or EFI as Dr. Berman refers to it, is the concept of quantum love. Much of this has to do with our upbringing and the limits that were set for us as children. Whether we are told to just use your indoor voice or you're too loud, for example, and how much joy and happiness we were permitted to display. Some of us might go back and forth between feeling angry and feeling hopeful. For another, our emotions may waver between pleasure and jealousy, depending on the situation. Everyone is unique, and the uniqueness manifests itself in a variety of ways throughout our lives. To understand where you are typically residing, it is necessary to consider the origin of your emotions, and ultimately, your beliefs. All of our emotions originate in the mind, and all of our minds are shaped by the beliefs we hold. The question then becomes, how do you alter your frequency? Our method to alter your frequency is to become more conscious of the false, limiting, or debatable beliefs you've been carrying around with you. It could also have to do with love. It could be related to how attractive you are. It could have something to do with your financial prospects. Perhaps it has to do with whether or not you can truly deserve love. Whatever it may be, we all have our version of the story, some of which we picked up as kids, some of which we are told us openly, and some of which we just made up. To some extent, it must be genetic, right? Each of us have a natural leaning toward a particular set of worldviews. Having a clear understanding of the aspects of your life that aren't functioning in the manner in which you would like them to, having a clear understanding of the ideas that are no longer serving you, and then beginning the process of gradually moving, modifying, and challenging those beliefs is the way to change. This winds up our video for today. What are your thoughts on this? Share with us. Also, like and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. See you next time.